And welcome to the 11th installment of the Jonesin on a Whim podcast.
Woo!
Made it to 11.
We take it to 11.
We don't have 11 listeners, but
then we're probably going to get further and further away from between the number of podcasts and the number of listeners.
Little fake.
Spread.
You just understand the brilliance. I mean, just appreciate it, and spread the word. I am Harold North, alongside two of my closest friends, and they can say their names if they'd like.
Oh yeah, Stefan.
What is it? Oh, Art.
Yeah.
That's me.
So, we're not worried about exposure to
Radiation?
anything, really. But we go on to number 11. We're going to continue to do it. You listen or not. We have a Facebook page. Jonesin on a Whim. .com.
Facebook.
At your Facebook. Yeah. Facebook first. / So, if you're listening, you probably already like the page. But
Tell somebody.
even if you don't, don't share it. You might as well. So, as we do every week, but you probably don't know because it's the first time you're listening, or maybe the second. It's certainly not the 11th. And if it is, we love you, Casey.
We need LeBron to count the number of times that they listen to these podcasts. Like not one, not two.
But he was. That's the beauty of our podcast. He was an actual sponsor,
and it wasn't for one.
So I'm gonna go balls out after this, and we'll have sponsors full on going forward. But mistakes from last week. I stated Brandon Lloyd was traded from the Rams. He was actually traded to the Rams.
Yeah.
From Denver.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And he was happy to get away from Tebow. So that made sense. And then he inherited Bradford, which...
Yeah. I'm not sure that's an upgrade.
Right.
It's not an upgrade.
But, so, number 2, Travaris Jackson.
Maybe from 30 to 29.
Of the Seattle Seahawks. I said he was getting like $4 million or something. This season.
Oh, you said he was.
No, he's getting 4.
6.
He's not getting 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an overall deal. Thank you. And I said Seattle. The reason that their defense is good was because they caused turnovers. I was wrong. But they were. No, wait.
Well, they had interceptions, right?
They were 4th in interceptions.
Okay.
And tied for 18th at fumbles. So I wasn't completely wrong.
Yeah.
So, hey, this is me patting myself on the back. All right.
That's not completely wrong. That's good.
And I went full-on hate a week ago. And I said, stated the Dynamo should win 3-0 that night, going to the game. They won 4-0. So
Landed on.
Right, and they won 3-0 last night, and in the middle of the week they won 2-1. So 9 points, 7 days accomplished. So that's another
winning.
So that's great for us. Stefan and I have season tickets.
Yep.
We had a great time with that. Wonderful time, actually.
And 3 road teams were reminded of what it's like to play in Houston in July.
Which contributed, I'm sure.
Oh. There were so many guys lying down at the end of last night's game.
Even fans. But,
Friday night's game. Yeah.
No, Saturday night.
What was Saturday?
Saturday.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
You got it.
Because I was really sweaty afterwards. Yeah.
Right. But we do the 51-second segment every week.
Yes.
It's based on my love for my city. 51st State is what I call it. It's New Orleans. But I'll defer to to Stefan this week for this segment.
Yes. It's that right-wing windbag Rush Limbaugh is at it again. And no offense to those listeners who are right-wing, although there can't be that many of them. But I like this quote here. The target of Limbaugh's most recent miasmic eruption of anti-liberal bile is none other than The Dark Knight Rises. According to Rush, Bane, who's the villain in the movie, spelled B-A-N-E, and translates as killer or poison or death. And he is a nemesis from the Batman comics, starting back in 1993. Well, Limbaugh doesn't think it's a coincidence that the villain's name is Bane, which is a homonym of Bane, B-I-N. Bane Capital was Mitt Romney's old corporate stomping grounds where he made a lot of his money.
Years ago.
So he thinks it's Rush thinks it's liberal Hollywood taking a shot at Romney, and of course in 1993, Romney wasn't exactly on the political radar. So when that was created, it's a total reach, but that's just how Rush rolls. He reacts to the first thing he sees and doesn't do 5 seconds of research to figure out.
Doesn't have an intern that could,
or doesn't want other people to do 5 seconds of research because he doesn't take his audience seriously.
As much as we love with hate, he's leading with deeper hate.
It's like the same attitude.
Misdirected hate.
Yeah, that gets people to say, oh, Obama's middle name is Hussein, therefore he's a bad guy. See?
Obviously.
That's a coincidence, so this can't be.
And we're trying to avoid, especially since we only have 4 listeners.
Yeah.
Maybe if we do get political, maybe we will get a bigger following, a listening ship, I guess. But this was something that I wanted to.
This is pretty dumb
to mention, right? Because it's idiocy, really, and its truest form, and it's a reach by all means, and so he's still insane is basically where we finished that, and it was a little longer than 51 seconds, but
no, I don't believe that.
But it's done.
That's right.
So now,
speaking of,
we led with the song.
Oh yes.
We've seen the movie.
Oh.
If you haven't seen the movie,
turn
it off. The 3 of you. The 3 of you.
Come back in about what? 15 minutes.
Right. 30 That's best.
Every so often we'll say we're still talking about The Dark Knight Rises, so that you can shut it off again.
The Dark Knight rose.
Yes, he did.
He rose. Christopher Nolan rose.
Because I'm an internet nerd, we got to say spoiler alert. That's what alerts the
people. That's what I said. I said no.
Because you can't explain it. That's the phrase. That's the go-to. You got to say spoiler alert. As in, for the people that don't know what that means, we're going to talk about this movie overtly and openly, and we're going to bring up stuff. So we're not joking about the skip it over thing. Hey, we're going to talk about this shit.
Maybe here's something we could do. Just an idea. I don't know how much work it would take, but you know how it's on YouTube and it's a video, right? So that's playing as this audio is playing. Mm-hmm. You can just have the Batman logo up there while we're talking about the spoilers, and then take it off.
When I post it, I'm gonna put time frames.
Okay.
This is what we're talking about. The movie.
All right, cool.
So, and here we go.
Just trying to help people out.
Here we go. I think we start with ratings of the movie, 1 to 5, or even if it's A+. I don't. F to A. I think we all give it an A.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, maybe plus for me.
I don't think grades do justice to stuff like this. I agree. I think this deserves commentary, which is why we're gonna talk about it ad nauseum. This is the type of movie. You don't have a lot of movies that come out like this.
You'd have a trilogy that comes out like this.
Yeah, and you're talking about a trilogy, and I think the thing I don't like about the way people try to rate trilogies is they look at them as 3 separate things. And I know that's not what was happening with the people who were involved with this movie. I mean, they looked at this as one big thing. And if you look at it like that, I mean, we were talking about this last night. This is like the best, one of the best 7.5, 8 hour periods of anything you're gonna see.
Yeah,
and
that's why we begged you to go see it.
Yeah, that worked. Yeah, I saw it at 12:50 this morning. Got out at 4:02.
Yeah.
7 previews. They did not.
We only got like 3.
I had like a Total Recall preview. I had a new Tom Cruise action movie, Jack Reacher or something like that.
Get the.
Yeah.
I got the Total Recall. And my wife's like, really? Did this movie already happen?
Yes, it did.
Yes, sweetheart. And I hugged her because she noticed. And the three titty chick. And some kind of Jennifer Garner.
You didn't see it. Yeah.
Some Jennifer Garner movie where a child gets birthed from notes that are buried. But yeah, she went to see it for her birthday, mid August. So yeah, perfect for me. But the movie, not the situation. But yeah.
Well, Jennifer Garner.
No, she said Jennifer Garner's her up. That's her favorite. So it's good timing for the birthday and everything else. But,
of course.
But yeah, 12. I mean, you got out of there, 4 o'clock?
Yeah. It was just after 4 when I got the car.
Yeah, not bad. I saw it Friday night. I went ahead and did that because I just didn't have what it took to go see it Thursday night at midnight. I just had too much going on. So, but this movie is excellent, man.
Yeah.
And in so many different ways, the storytelling, the closing, the bridging the gaps, the bringing all the 3 movies together. Because there's only, people aren't gonna have the advantage of having the other 2 movies, having just seen them, unless there's people who probably watched a movie like that. Like maybe they knew, hey, my showtime is 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I'm gonna make myself available to watch the first movie, then watch the second movie. Then go in there with all that stuff fresh on your mind. I mean, I can't imagine. I actually plan to do that sometime here while the movie is still in, if I could pull that off. I'm just so busy, but it's excellent, man. I don't know how else we can expound on how awesome this damn movie is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as far as the trilogy goes, maybe I'm nerding myself up a bit here, but I think it's.
That's what we're here.
Yeah, this recent Batman trilogy here. I mean, I think it slightly exceeds the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Slightly.
Yeah. Now, Lord of the Rings was pretty incredible and won Best Picture with the third movie.
No, that's an ultimate compliment.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, and I think the reason why it slightly exceeds it was Batman's been told so many times, and Christopher Nolan found a way to do it in a pretty novel way, and whereas Lord of the Rings was that was the first major attempt, to make that story. So he had a lot of room to work with, Peter Jackson.
He did, and I think he humanized an already human superhero, but they did it so perfectly. They made him human in every sense.
Yeah,
he had faults. He became what he became because of what he went through early in his life.
Mm-hmm. Limbaugh should like this series because it makes a billionaire likable.
Right. It makes a billionaire someone that doesn't seem that way. I mean, yeah. But and that's what Spider-Man's done for years, is for decades. Those are the 2 superheroes that they're human. Mm-hmm. They came from. And Batman's the most, because depending on what you believe about Spider-Man and what you read,
he actually had superpowers.
Right.
Yeah.
To a certain right.
Right. Batman had to go with his
right. He's money.
And you saw that scene earlier in the movie, with Dark Knight Rises, about how he has no cartilage left in his knees.
Right. He's the most human.
Right.
It makes us believe, you know what, we could do this. If we had that will, and that's the beauty of these movies. It humanizes someone, and that's what Christopher Nolan was trying to do. He was trying to understand that in the time, especially now, he made him a symbol. We need a symbol, not exactly a person or a movement, but a symbol. And he was that. And for those 8 years, he wasn't there. He wasn't there for 8 years, but Harvey Dent was a symbol.
Right.
That kept the peace. That kept, So it's not always your actions, but it's what
you may not get credit for it.
Right. Well, of course not. I mean,
right.
He didn't at all.
Yeah.
But it's more a symbol of something that you aspire to become, and this might not. Wow, listen to this tomorrow. It makes no sense, but it's still just it's a symbol. I mean, Harvey didn't die. I mean, it's a symbol of what peace can be, or a peaceful time, and 8 years. Mm-hmm. And we'll get into more questions on the time frames of all this stuff.
Yes, of course.
And the Stuff to Fun segment, but it's a mentality. It's a mindset that we're all human, clearly, and there's evil everywhere. But it's the way to counter that. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna get random, so y'all cut me off.
Yeah, all right.
But I love the movie. I love the way it ended. I loved the way Christopher Nolan dealt with it.
I mean, I love what I call character. Some people call it character development, but I call it character harassment, because you have these type of movies where you go into it, you know who the heroes are, you know who the big bad ugly guys that are trying to do some horrible stuff are, but they approach these different angles and they harass these characters to prove that they are who they really are, and they don't let these people get away with just saying, I'm doing the good guy thing because I'm good, right? And what I'm doing is right because it's the right thing to do, right? And there's characters and lines and dialogue built in like, no, I'm not letting you get away with that. You're going to have to I'm calling you out right now for what you're doing, because you've been doing this for 30 minutes on this movie. So I'm about to call you out right now. Let's see where you really are. Where's your morals really at? What are you really trying to accomplish, and are you serious? And that's happening with the heroes. It's happening with the quote-unquote villains. I mean, having Hathaway's character in there for where she fit made it even more perfect.
I could fit with her.
I could absolutely fit with her. I don't understand the counterculture conversation that suggests that she's something other than highly attractive. I just don't understand that.
That's a great actress.
Yeah, and she nailed it.
She was she's had great roles. That might be her best.
Yeah, I mean, a story is always more interesting when the characters are multidimensional. They don't have this singular drive. But part of the nature of a superhero movie is that some of your characters are like that. You have the very pure ones and the others that are just driven by evil. But with Bane, we saw part of the motivation for his devotion to spoiler. What's her name?
Spoiler.
To Miranda. It was more of a love.
There was a deep love,
paternal, kind
love.
of protection is what he felt for her, and that's really what drove him to be just this what we thought was a mindless, psychopath.
It was calculated enough, and so it was.
And something else that this movie did well, and Spider-Man I think did it especially well, was with the hero showing that when you become the hero, your life doesn't get easier.
No.
Your life gets harder.
You deal with the consequences.
Yeah.
This is my gift, but it's also
my curse. Yeah,
right.
That's a line.
That's Spider-Man.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
And that's what I've always loved Spider-Man, because he was human too. For the most part, he is.
Yeah.
And we always trying to approach our life in a way that we want to do best for our family, for our friends. This obviously, all this stuff takes it to a completely different level. Mm-hmm. And we're not trying to save the world. We could try, but
to me,
Bruce Wayne is so human.
Yeah.
He's so human, especially with the knee, and he's limping, and they made him even more human. Yeah. And all the money in the world. That's the beauty of this last movie. He lost all his money, and he still put the fucking suit on and did what he had to do. Yeah. And that for me was the perfect ending. It's everybody, you could use the excuse that he had all, first of all, someone who has all this money is not going to do this. They're not going to be.
Right.
But if my parents had murdered, I'm fucking cleaning the streets. I am. No matter what, but not to that extent is impressive.
Let's go back and watch Batman Begins. I mean, you see kind of this journey he took.
Right. No, it's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
That's why Christopher Nolan is epic.
Awesome.
I mean, 1, 2, 3 of those movies, and so for him to have them, he loses everything. He's broke. Mm-hmm. Then he gets thrown in a fucking pit. And he climbs out of it.
Eventually. Yeah.
But to save his city. That's all. He's like, I want to save my city. Yeah. Like, my city's better than that. And he, I don't know if I want to.
That's what I was saying to Art earlier was, at one point last night, watching the movie, I'm like, damn, these guys really hate Gotham. And they've developed this whole secret society with 200 years of training and ninja stuff and explosives, just to blow up Gotham.
Right.
That's the whole point of their existence. Damn, they get too many parking tickets or something?
Right, I mean. But he rises, of course. The name of the movie is The Dark Knight Rises. And of course he rises. Does he live? And I'm not ready to. I know there's 4 of you, but I respect the 4 of you, so I'm not gonna divulge that. And it's not exactly important.
Watch the movie,
but you should see the movie. And he rises, and it's probably the best 15 minutes I've ever seen in a movie because Christopher Nolan has done well. He's done well with this series. He's been true to the comics. He's been true to a lot of DC's visions of views, whatever. I mean, he changed it. I don't know if he changed it. I mean, I think he's been true from the 3 movies, from 1 to 3.
Did the comics cover the Batman Begins era at all? I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think so. I think that's what they.
Really?
I think that's what it. Well, no, because we'll get to that stuff to font.
Oh, okay.
But he popped up as a villain, as a hero. So no, that might have been preconceived through Nolan.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He may have made that story up.
But it's a beautiful backstory. It really is, and to come full circle and incorporate Bane with that, and incorporate what this movie ended up being. If you haven't seen it, then you fucked up.
Yeah,
it's I could talk about it forever.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
Yeah, it's Nerys Paradise is what it is, and I mean, if you want to see a real movie with characters and things happening, and they get you with a little, let me blow up something right quick, let me do this wild fight scene. They got that in there for you too, but as a movie, it stands the hell up in a big way. And as a sequel to the sequel,
after The Dark Knight,
I mean, this is.
I changed the person. I've been a better person since The Dark Knight. I altered who I was as a man. So yeah, you don't need to stop talking after that.
Yeah, and the big thing. No, I thought you were gonna keep going. But yeah, the big thing.
I changed who I was.
I mean, a lot of conversation is gonna go towards Heath's performance in the second movie, and some people aren't gonna be able to get over that and get back to the story. But I feel like the impact. The thing that makes that movie so true, this third one, is like the impact of the first and second movies on the characters and the plot and everything that happened in the third movie it doesn't let you off the hook for the first two movies. And I feel like when you have a trilogy or you have these type of series, that's one of those things about kind of like when you have like a cartoon series. And every episode you start fresh and everybody's fine and everything's cool. And it's just, once again, the fiendish, whoever the insert fiend is this time shows up and he wants to do insert fiendish stuff, and then now I gotta stop it. Well, they didn't do that with this. There was hella impact on everybody. And, we alluded to it with him showing up, living at the beginning, but it's just that type of stuff that you put into a movie that you don't have to put that in there. And they put it in there to use it to tell the story. To say, look, I know that y'all saw this other movie and you saw how it ended, and we could lie to y'all and tell you that everything is great for everybody that's about to be on this movie, but okay, we got peace in Gotham, but there's a lack of peace within a lot of these people as we start this movie off. Yeah. And there's a lot to get worked out. And I don't know how it feels. I don't know how a 2 hour, 45-minute movie feels like action-packed and fast and like, oh crap, this is too much stuff happening. I can't digest all of this. What's going on?
Yeah, they were diving into scenes. I mean, it was like there was not a lot of dead air.
No. So it makes me feel like they had to cut that movie down to 2:45.
Yeah, I think they did.
Bob Gotham's working there. No, and people hated on the villain choice, and the perfect villain choice. Perfect. Based on
they hated on the villain choice.
People did.
What?
And Rush Limbaugh, particularly. But no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding that they didn't. But who the fuck is that guy? Who the hell is that guy? But when you see the movie, boom, perfect sense.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Based on what Nolan did with this trilogy, and going forward, there's a forward if you like it. Here we go. Here's Christopher handing over this beautiful 3-movie trilogy, and saying, you know what? If you'd like to carry it, I gave you that option, and every option. If you want to, do it. But if you don't, I'm fine with that too. And that last even 3 minutes. It was such a beautiful 3 minutes.
It's just that's great. Is there anything we can say? What else can we say besides this movie was awesome? Nerys Paradise, excellent in multiple ways. So much underlying commentary, so much to take from it. You can talk to a different person and they'll have a different take on it, and you'll think, yeah, I didn't even think about that. I was too busy thinking about this. And I thought about that, and this is what really got me. And that's the sign of I'm not fucking around with you, good-ass movie.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan needs to make more movies.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
And, they did have a lot of horsepower as far as acting goes for this movie. For the rest of the trilogy, they still had that, like Liam Neeson in the first one, Heath Ledger in the second one. But, by the third one, I mean, every A-list, Hollywood star was auditioning for this movie.
But, who the fuck's Tom Hardy,
You don't know who Tom Hardy is?
I know. I do, but seriously. I mean, don't dig too deep because there's trivia questions coming up.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, seriously, he's been in nothing.
Inception.
He's a British.
And
kill that
this
question.
means war.
But I know. but I mean, this is, and that's the beauty of this movie. In a different sense, is it's not American at all. It's Anne Hathaway, and that's it. Everyone else is foreign.
Yeah, pretty much.
They use our. They filmed everywhere. They filmed everywhere for this movie, including New Orleans.
I sat through the credits.
Including New Orleans,
England unit.
Yeah, everywhere.
India unit.
And it's. What he did with this last movie was it wasn't a blockbuster, blow it up kind of, and it was at times, but what he did was he incorporated everything. There was a love story-ish, slightly, and But his character development, he writes these screenplays too.
Mm-hmm.
No,
he has a lot of control.
Yeah, him and his brother, they write these screenplays. It's a character development, and Bruce Wayne is probably the hardest person to actually break down, because where do you start? I mean, as a child, he watched his parents murdered, you know? And then Alfred, obviously, is a big part of it. I couldn't remember his fucking name last night.
Yeah, with a lot of superheroes, it's like some accident. Or,
Right. He lived through this.
This was no accident.
Right, no. He lived through this, and he decided, you know what, I have a shit ton of money. You know what I'm going to do with it? I'm going to fight crime.
Yeah, and it took him 10, 15 years
to
come to that conclusion. Yeah.
Right. That's so kind of really awesome, you know? I mean, like you said, the geeks and... Because, come on. You know, break us down. We're pretty much very intelligent. We're very intelligent dorks. We're dorks. So...
Yes.
We're dorks. We can break us down.
I'm okay with it.
So...
I'll take it.
So... You start there.
Yep.
But this guy was handed that, and then the corporation, and Lucius was obviously big. Go design this stuff. And the one thing Lucius didn't design
was an off switch on the bomb.
Bruce. But Bruce figured it out. That was his first question, and ends up being whatever. But
yeah.
So
excellent movie.
So it's totally worthy.
Go see this damn movie. Yep. Yeah. I'm cussing at you. I'm giving you the dog whisper stern point.
Yeah. I got like 5 stern points last night.
Because you were like, oh, well, I can have a beer. No.
Go see the movie.
I'm gonna take a shower. No.
Get the hell out of here.
Go.
And the theater was only about 1/3 full, so I was cool. But it was good to get there.
I figured it wouldn't be. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't be crowded.
Settle in
at that point. Yeah.
Take a leak and
yeah. No, I figured it would.
That worked out
because there's so many showings. But I mean
yeah, I was in at least 4 theaters, probably 6.
Right, and I'm trying not to give away the ending, but
yeah,
no.
Spoil.
We've done some spoiling, but I think considering we've done pretty good with not just telling the 100% complete.
Right, no.
So there's people who don't listen when we say, "Hey, we're going to talk about this movie," and they listened anyway.
It was a great movie, and
go see the damn movie.
And if we didn't spoil it for you, let us know, please. Somebody. All right.
Supposedly from the Huffington Post News, Dark Knight Rises was on track to earn $160 million over this weekend, which would compare favorably with the 158.4 of The Dark Knight in 2008. And those would be the top 2 2D film grosses. Avengers 207.4 in 3D.
Right, because the 3D.
Nolan apparently hates 3D. He won't film it.
No, I love him. That's the reason I'm at 17. I love him. All right. Cool. So no, honestly, Dark Knight Rises. If you, I don't know. I just go see it. I don't know many ways to. I don't have to sell it. Obviously.
Yeah.
It's a human story. I mean, I'm done. You don't need it. You don't need my influence, or Art's or Stefan's.
But I'll thread you. I'll point at you. If I see you in person, I'm gonna point at you.
Stern point.
If you tell me you didn't see this movie, when I see you, I'm pointing at you. Stern. Dog whisper style. Yeah.
My version of the stern point might be like, I give you a line from the movie, and if you don't reply with the next line, then you get the stern.
He won't buy you a beer.
Yeah, I'll buy my own beer.
No beer.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, we move on to the.
Okay. All right.
Oh no.
No, I'm good.
The Twitter segment. We brought it back this week. The Sheik is awake again, but we also have some other tweets. A lot of stuff has happened, especially in Houston this past week. So, kind of borrowing a defensive end for the Texans.
Yeah.
The Jeremy Lin obviously signed with the Rockets. So he tweeted to Jeremy Lin, "Welcome to H-Town. I've got an open couch and a hoop in my living room with your name on it." And he actually does have a
hoop?
Hoop in his living room. Yeah.
Wow.
So, but no, we're fully entrusted in Lin's family living in.
Are we?
I mean, we're not,
I was saying, is that
but the
what
city
that was?
is.
I didn't know.
I mean, as a Rockets fan,
Closet
know.
Rocket fan, yes.
I'm gonna root for him on it. What the heck? This is like what Tracy and whatever. Yeah, I'm moving on. All right, so Randy Moss tweeted. Randy Moss, right? So when you think of Randy Moss, what do you think about?
Excellent receiver.
Right, but
mercurial.
What's his knock?
That he doesn't
doesn't
try every play.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So he tweets, "I really think you fans love the game more than we do." Why did you tweet that? Of course, I mean, he tweeted, "We really think you love the game."
That might be consistent with past behavior. Yeah.
I don't love Randy Moss, and you know I do, and you know I do.
Yeah.
But he's tweeting, "I really think you." No shit, sir. All right, so that's done. But it's interesting. And Zach Menberger, he's going to start for LSU.
Word.
Going forward. I sat behind two really good quarterbacks last year. Well, that's just a lie.
Oh, so he played in
That's just
he transferred?
That's just a lie. So he's being nice. And this is funny. This is from Les Miles talking about Steve Spurrier. "I follow Coach Spurrier because he seems to have an entertaining way of communicating." You think? And I'll get on to that.
He's real creative with his F-bombs.
This is his way of communicating. "If I made the schedule, Georgia would be playing LSU, and we'd be playing Ole Miss." Because he's at South Carolina.
Yeah.
So it's WW. And more on what Spurrier said. "It's easier to win the national championship than it is to win the SEC. Just ask Nick Saban."
Yes.
Yeah. And then we get to the Sheik tweets. These are strong, I think.
He wasn't even tweeting about Batman?
No.
Wow.
Not yet.
Wow.
No. "Rush Limbaugh dumber than the Ultimate Warrior mother." So, kind of,
I
maybe.
think I know what that was.
Maybe a Batman reference.
Yeah.
"Hulk Hogan just called me to tell me he have Rice Krispie dick, but no snap or the pop, only the crackle because he dumb fuck." So,
Only the crackle.
right.
I'm going to use that at somebody.
Yeah, right. I mean, this is he's bringing in new stuff.
Sir.
He apparently loves the Holly Berry. The Holly Berry.
Why'd you look at me?
Hurt. Because you're brown. I suplexed the mother effer who F with her. She black queen, not like the O.J. Simpson wife, who was white.
Now, see.
Holly Berry, best fruit like strawberry.
Strawberry pretty good.
Mm.
Yeah, but she's insane. I don't know.
I don't know why.
But
She's pretty hot.
these next two are the best. Mitt Romney have the money, but he had the Rice Krispie dick. It's like noodle dick dog forever. He'd get raped by gorilla.
See,
I'd pay to see that.
We don't get near that political.
I'd pay to see, right, no, not at all. I'd pay to see him get raped by the gorilla. I'd pay.
Yeah, I'm not in them.
Didn't that happen at like training places?
Right. Well, wait, one more.
That one must be the female.
Rush Limbaugh ate too much yogurt. He shit his pants. Just pants, not pants.
One down, one leg.
Just one leg. Just pants.
Yeah, and that would be a worse shit. Tougher to contain.
Right. Just shit his pants.
Containment is an issue when you're talking about shit.
Yep.
So that's the Twitter segment. It concludes that, and so we move on to.
What's next year?
My favorite segment. Your favorite segment.
Our favorite segment.
I want to do like sounds for this, and we need to get like someone to just do sound. Because it would enhance the...
We could pay them what we're paying ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Free. We could enhance the goddamn...
We need interns.
I can't do everything.
Preferably sexy ones.
Just have palms and hands. Anyway.
Palms and hands.
We still talking about the intern? What are we talking about now?
Exactly.
All right.
So we're trying now. It's a Stump Stefan segment. We all love it. I don't know if I can pick a goddamn song. Shit. Fuck.
We can do it.
Alright. That's not bad.
Please have your pants made on
One goddamn hit. Somebody posted that nationally after. Yeah, it was
after the
after that.
The Astros got one
when we came up with it on our own, that was pretty strong.
It was like,
see, this is why we can do this shit. It's more frustrating when
we are doing this shit.
We come up with shit that's better than everybody else's shit.
Shit. The quality of your shit.
All right, so
it's been 10.6 weeks. We got time.
That's right.
Yeah, y'all keep whatever. All right. I'm still breathing. Alright, so it's obviously get louder, asshole.
Oh no.
How we
No.
I'm surrounded by assholes.
Asshole.
This is the Stump Stefan segment.
Yes.
Question 1. Question 1. How close a friend am I? How much of an influence did you go to the movie last night?
If it hadn't been for you guys, I probably
That is correct.
Yes.
The Dark Knight Rises. It takes place 8 years following The Dark Knight.
Yes.
How long following Batman Begins and The Dark Knight took place?
How long following the end of Batman Begins?
Right. To The Dark Knight. Look at his face.
It's 5 years.
About 6 months.
6 months.
That's what I was thinking. It's a learning experience. That's awesome.
All right, yeah.
In May. No. In June. When did Batman first appear? So it's Right.
When he was a kid. And Adam West had a TV show in the 60s.
Yeah, that's who we open with, yeah.
Yeah. So how about 62?
How about Nerys, guys?
How about no? You crazy bitch.
1939.
39. Oh shit.
And its own comic was created in 1940.
Okay.
this is a question for both of you. Don't answer.
So he's on.
I don't know. Why?
How's that a question for him? Then you tell him not to answer.
Actually, it's a good. What movie did Christian Bale co-star with? Samuel L. Jackson, Toni Collette, and Vanessa Williams. I mean, 2000. Samuel L. Jackson, Toni Collette, and Vanessa Williams. 2000. Christian Bale in the movie. Yeah. But he seems high enough. I didn't see the movie. As a brown person, you saw it. I promise you, you've seen this movie. I promise you, you've seen it.
I don't remember.
I don't know. I didn't see the shit.
He may have. He's young enough.
2000.
Yeah, he's mine.
Yeah. No, yeah. About, yeah.
Might be younger than I am.
Yeah. Shaq. I thought that was like prerequisite to being Brian.
The original.
The reboot. Right, with the reboot. Yeah. But he gets better. He's better. This is what, we do. On the Stumping Stefan segment. Alright. Christopher Nolan, director and writer of the Dark Knight series. Obviously, we had that. Now, I want to look. He's also credited as a writer on the upcoming movie Man Steel. What's he say? That's all pretty good. You get to it? It's a Superman reboot, obviously. Russell Crowe's in the movie. Russell Crowe is in the movie. What role does he play? What? He's one of the best actors in the world. He would do whatever.
He'd do it.
Right.
Is he the editor at the Daily Planet? Based on your look, I'm guessing no. Well, he's not Superman.
What's the one term that's kind of thrown out there about characters?
I'm sorry?
There's like a term about a character. It's a. I'll probably not help him.
Yeah, he lost. Apparently, I don't know.
No, he's not Superman.
Right.
But he's.
Jor-El?
Right.
Okay.
He's the biological father.
Okay.
I didn't realize that he was doing that in another Superman movie.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah. So, two questions. The last two questions. Tom Hardy.
Yes.
That's so bad.
I just wonder why you would shoot
Sean Connery.
throwing him out of an airplane.
It's almost like my Sean Connery impersonation. What? He started another movie with which you've already mentioned.
It's Inception.
Right.
Can I
You've
build
already
upon
mentioned
that?
I got another question. I knew you know.
Yes. Because I was thinking about it.
What I'm great. That's what I do. So, but Gary Oldman, who plays Commissioner Gordon, they're bringing the movie together. Tom Hardy and Christopher Nolan have been in the movie together. What movie?
You mean, wait, Gary Oldman?
Yeah, what movie? He was also a part of a movie with Gary.
So,
What movie has Tom Hardy and Gary Oldman starred in?
Okay, had nothing to do with Christopher Nolan.
No, but they're playing. Well, what do you? What would Don get to? What's that? Yeah, do it. Well, yeah, I mean,
Before the music.
Levette.
Well,
the cop.
Oh,
He was in Inception.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yep.
Levitt,
He's number 2. Yep.
And working on my Bane impersonation. So I'll go slowly.
You can chime in too, Art, if you've seen it.
But
I haven't. Oh, you haven't.
My movie watching is limited.
That's a good film.
Female.
One female and 2 guys.
Yeah. So Hathaway, no.
Nope.
No Hathaway. I would say.
See how long you do this Bane thing.
Help me out if you like.
Let's see.
Matt Modine.
Matt Modine. Think like the glue of the movie, like an experienced actor who you have there to keep everybody on an even keel.
Even keel. No. Well, I know Lucius wasn't in it.
Right, Lucius was not. But
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine was in both of those.
Okay.
Yes.
So how close am I to the finality of this question?
The other 2 are probably a lot less obvious.
Yes, well, we'll get there.
Because you probably don't know their names.
Right, I probably.
You might identify the characters.
Right, yes, I probably.
Yeah, but I think they're both, like one's British, one's English, the other's Irish.
Why don't you just tell me?
All right. There was Marion Cotillard, I guess she's French, maybe. She was Miranda Tate in Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
And she was
Oh, was she the guest? Oh, nice.
She was DiCaprio's, yeah.
Was she? I don't remember her in that movie.
Yeah, his dead wife in Inception.
She was.
Yes.
And who was the other one?
The other one is a little tougher because he wasn't in Dark Knight Rises as much, but we were glad to see him when he showed up. Was Dr. Crane. Cillian Murphy. He was also the Mark in Inception, the rich guy. They were trying to break up his company.
So did Inception make sense to you?
Most of it.
Thank you. All right. That was what I needed. All right, good. All right, so we're moving on.
I was watching that movie. I'm like, damn it, if I'm confused, then
right.
Rude.
And then exactly. So we move on. The world is still safe, I promise.
I was wondering which would break first. Your spirit or
I promise you. So now Whim hits. I don't think things have changed in the free agency realm of the NBA.
Nothing major, I don't think.
No, it's nothing. Really
They finally signed ASIC to the.
They did. They signed it, so it's
now you got 3 days.
It's rather, it's nice. So we move on, I guess. Yes, and but state of the art, and we, I think it obviously, and the more that people give me feedback, and the more that the 3 of y'all, and the more that I know in my own life, that people are talking to me. People think I'm brown people friendly. Like it's like I take a I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I love people. So it's not a matter of
that is true.
Race, color. It's
except douchebags.
You're not calling
those you can spot from 500 yards. Yeah.
Well, can't we all? But there was a very important person in the world. 94 years, 94th birthday. This is why, people live that should live, And Nelson Mandela, 94 years. Mm-hmm. So it's state of the art this week. And, he's been a selfless person for most of his life, 6-7 years. And
he's what, 94?
Yeah. So I could speak on him, but I'd rather defer to the brown member of our 3-man committee.
Well, I guess the angle I'll take on it is it's awesome that he's been free for as long as he has, and he's still alive. Mm-hmm. So he's had a chance to
he's breathing. He's alive.
Really enjoy the appreciation and the impact, because that's something that's really kind of touching to me about life in general. I mean, you have a lot of people who don't get the proper appreciation before they pass. And he had everything happen to him, and now he's come out on the other side of it and has had a chance to enjoy that appreciation firsthand on this side, and he's still kicking. So, that's really good.
And I probably should have had you, and we will. We're to do that. Read that for your segment, and it is honestly yeah. People hang me up for not. They don't hang me. That's wrong. That's the total wrong.
No. Next segment, God, get out of my house. Get with.
But they hold me.
Don't worry.
They hold me. They hold me to some level of.
I'm just not even gonna say anything.
They hold me to some certain level, and it's a level I'm fine with, and it's a level that understands that humanity is universal. Like it's not just race, and the three of us doing this defines that, I guess, and so, but this man has done. But not only Africa, but America. Mm-hmm. And my prior notion of that was false. But yes, please read that.
Yeah, it's just huge, man. So I took a speed reading class when I graduated from college, so I read reasonably fast. But yeah, very huge. I'm surprised you caught me with a serious state of the art this time.
Hey man, I don't. There's not many people I respect more than Mr. Mandela.
I thought you were gonna ask me something about food or something.
No, that shit I can.
What is that 05 thing?
I'm sure that's somebody your pops is just like that's.
Oh yeah.
That's my boy, and it's humanity. It's not just you look in the mirror, you see a brown fella. You look in the mirror, you see a human. You see a person, and what he's done, what he's been for not only Africa, what's needed it more than any goddamn country in this world. When it comes to that race, read it, do it,
Yeah, just big. Let's put this up.
67 years.
67.
Yeah, I would host that.
Yeah, let's host it because this is 67 years.
You lived to 94 because God knows you need to be here. You know,
Yeah.
He wants you there to be what you've been for those years. You know, that's pretty much a perfect display of whatever's up there is an understanding of what he knows we need or she needs down here.
And maximizing whatever power you have as a human to bring about some sort of positive change in some place. Just huge.
I don't know what it did the first 27 years, to be honest. I thought he was doing it the whole time. I was confused as how that. Well, it's only 67. I'm pretty sure he's doing it all 94. But I don't know. I mean, it's easily 94 years old, and it'll be 95 next year when the 4 of y'all still listening. And
we'll be up to like 24 by then.
We'll do it again.
Dozens. Multiple dozens.
A couple of dozen.
Yes.
Maybe even Baker's dozen.
So it's
very good. Very powerful. We put this up, man. We put this whole thing up with the links and everything. There's links on this too, clearly. So nice.
So
very good.
At this point, we
see, what is there anything else here for our podcast? What okay, with NBA stuff, there's really not much to go. We've threatened people.
Strong heads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've threatened people to watch this movie. Mm-hmm. We beat the horse. I feigned a dog whisper point with a stern look to tell people to watch the movie.
But not really. City is something that's not great.
Yeah. No, I can tell the listeners I've been through this experience because I was badgered
last night
by these two to
go see the goddamn movie.
60 seconds into
I'm gonna replay it.
I'm like, yes, I'm going, damn it, but they kept talking.
At midnight, like, go see the fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's if you've seen the first two and you've liked them at all,
well,
the third one is just bring like condoms and shit. I'm just gonna you're gonna. It's okay about oh yeah, Christopher Nolan, yeah, awesome. But just do it. By the time you listen to this, you probably it's like 3 of y'all. You've probably seen it already. But you've listened to this, so we're better than you think. Maybe. Right, I don't know. Let's see here. Number 11 in the books. Stay married, stay right, stay real.